Hey viewers, today we'll be focusing on Prison Architect, an early access simulation game which revolves around creating, maintaining, and expanding the prison you build, as well as keeping your prison in good standing and free of violence so your prison's value continues to rise. Firstly, let's talk about Introversion Software. The developers of this game have given monthly updates since the game's release. They're dedicated to improving the game and providing more content so it can finally exit early access and move into version 1.0. If you do choose to buy this game, you're buying a product that will be completed, which isn't something every early access game fulfills. I've personally bought the game and I have followed it closely since 2013. The game itself is set to be released in this third quarter of 2015. So let's shift our focus into some of the key features about this game. A newly added feature was the ability to have your prison almost completely automated. I personally am not good with or and switches, along with other forms of wiring such as like redstone in Minecraft, so this feature is actually a bit beyond my understanding. Nonetheless, I think it's unique that the game decided to allow the prison to run with almost no interference from the player, which is refreshing when all you want to do is sit back and see what happens. I mean, the prisoners are violent. The second feature, also recently added, is Death Row. In the current Alpha 31/32 build, the appearance of death row inmates is sparse, but they do exist. I even have 2 in my prison awaiting their execution date. With this addition, the electric chair finally has a use other than the tutorial, which in itself is nice because up until now, players have just wasted money buying the electric chair for aesthetic purposes. I've personally never executed a prisoner. Yet. So this feature still has quite a bit of intrigue for me. One thing to note is that you do have to go ahead and research death row and executions in the bureaucracy tab before you are able to do this. The last feature isn't really a feature at all. It's the actual implementation and constant updating of AI that Introversion Software has done to really flesh out how your prison will work from day to day. Prisoners will steal anything from poison to weapons used by your armed guards. If the prisoners' needs are not met, they'll begin to riot and kill not only your staff, but also other prisoners. As I mentioned in my City Skylines review, the prison feels alive and not monotonous like some simulation games. All of that in mind, I personally can't stress enough how far this game has come, and how much more complete it is since I first purchased it. Along with the fact that it's a superb game, is the fact that its replay value is through the roof. I've come back numerous times after months of not playing, only to pick up the game once more and be absolutely stunned at the amount of features implemented since my last playtime. I highly recommend this game if you're watching this far into the video, but I would suggest waiting for it to go on sale before purchasing. So thank you for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already.